같은 새끼들. 연장을 질만했네.
He was like a cleric, a shepherd.
No, the opposite of that.
He nods slowly. Then another tremor.
저도 나름 혁명가지 말입니다.
No, you're not.
호모주의자? 아 씨발 어떻게 알았냐 이 개 같은 할배야. 아닐 수도 있음이.
All the real communists are dead. They died fighting for communism. Are you dead? No.
Detective, we have not come here to discuss ideology. We have come to ask questions regarding a murder investigation.
The old man spits into the fire pit. He does not say anything more. A jitter passes. The expression on his face is unreadable. There's some sort of... There's definitely something off.
There's nothing serious in this world. It's a farce.
What strikes you about this gaunt man is not the stomach pain. Indeed, he speaks fluidly. His movements are rapid. If it's a mystery, this animation comes at a cost too. Erratic hand gesture, great leaps of emotion, and also flashes of lust simmering in there. Not too common in people his age. You've seen demented people before.
치매가 아니고
This feels
도망이
similar.
아니고.
Is it some kind of substance damage? Like he's addicted to something? Not only the painkillers, perhaps, but his scene. In summary, you sense some underlying neurological disorder. There is definitely something hormonal there.
No. I won't be stuffed full of shit like
이거
the
쓰레기
rest of the
쑤셔넣냐고? 나
city.
방금 넣었는데 씨발로마?
You said you take painkillers.
I take them to cope with pain. The people of this city use painkillers because they have pain. Untreated illnesses.
Are you sure about him being lucid? Maybe it's not a downer.
하이 롤리돈 하십니까? 나 들고
I
있는데.
don't know what that is.
이 암페타민 하십니까?
Like some kind of decadent rock star.
일단 안 한다고? 뭐 처먹어 씨발.
I shit blood and I'm surrounded by insane people.
안 괜찮아. 나는 피똥을 싸는데다가 미친 사람들에게 둘러싸여 있어.
There it is again. Erratic hand. Could it be a symptom of overdosing?
I've used it for killing.
Killing people?
It's a gun. That's what they're for. I've used it to kill people.
Interesting. During or after?
There is no after.
얘는 전쟁이 끝나지 않았으니까.
Class
전쟁이
war is never over.
So he's
공전이 없지.
continued killing after. This is it. You can feel it. Like battery acid on the tip of your... This is what you live for.
똥맛?
This is the great serotonin jackpot. The solution.
흣.
Go in straight. No euphemisms. No. Be careful now. Slow and steady. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
What did I just say?
What did I just tell you? Don't drop the...
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice.
Oh yes, that.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the...
A drop of blood in the saliva.
아 새끼.
Exhaust him with proof. The
뜬금없이 누르지 말라고? 아니.
The scent of blood in the air. Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing. Go with something else first.
You're lost, Dwight. You're lost. Pretty.
A drop of blood in the... That's right. Pile it all on him now. 3 should do it.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence. You're damn diligent when it comes to dead
생각하고 누르라고?
fascists.
생각하고 누른 건데?
Did you like the view?
You had direct visibility. They are embrasures in the concrete, specifically meant for a top follower to use. And you had a long-range rifle.
아니 수사하기 하라는 대로 할 이유가 없잖아. 내 그냥 누르고 싶은 거 누른 거임.
You've been here a long time, Mr. Dras. Too long. You clearly need medical aid.
I'm ready to die.
He's practically admitting to it. Dead fasces, just one thing remains unclear.
한 가지도 조준경 어디 있습니까? 조준경 없이 어떻게 맞췄어?
Forget about your stupid fucking scope. I don't know.
He lost it. He just doesn't know where it is. Forget it. Push on.
Because it's a sniper's nest, you stupid fuck. Radio Gosh is right. You have worms in your brain.
내는 벌레가 처먹었다고? 어떻게 알았냐, 씨발?
Almost. He almost burst out there. Keep piling arguments. Anything.
어린이식 공산주의자 아니십니까? 제가 죽은 자 얘기해봤는데 그 사람 말이 어찌가 없네.
Stupid.
The lieutenant looked. Not this, he seems to say. Anything but this.
지랄할 경찰을 잘못 고르셨습니다. 제겐 초자연적 능력이 있거든요. 저는 초능력자예요.
Nature does not behave in a para-natural manner. Aberrant bourgeois musings. Your
뭐만 하면
brain is
씨발 부르주아래,
rotting
개새끼.
from the radio waves.
He does not answer the provocation. Yeah, this, but still, somehow you knew it was a communist. Perhaps you suspected it. If the vision was you remembering that. Was it supposed to? The inland sea is dark, vast, and on the surface. No, the miracle is still waiting. This you are. Soon it.
Standing there, slack-jawed, brain festering.
Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The dried Maybells. There were Maybells in the grass when you got here. They're nowhere else. Nowhere in all. Wait, don't forget the footprints.
목이 짝짝거려.
Diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space behind Classia's bedroom. Now they're gonna come up. You got it. Remember? The boot. Maybe don't beat yourself anymore, though. You're not immortal.
Damn Maybells. The whole island is turning white with them.
He seems tender suddenly. Nostalgic even.
So many this year, too. The spring is coming. No, it's already here. Wash the filth. Classier.
He repeats the name with care. He knows her, but hadn't heard the name.
With the victim.
There is a small tremble. Looks like a smile. A crooked almost. But you need one more.
신발 브랜드를 확인해봐도 되겠습니까?
Everything is brands with you individualists.
Show me the souls, please, Mr. Dras.
Fucking imbecile.
The maker is Sensorique. The model is Cordobe. These are not the unusual horizontal pattern.
The size fits, but not the soul.
Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
Racking those brains, are you? Desperate to report something back to your masters? They must have really loved
The lieutenant gives you a quick sight. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. The old man stares at his own prints. You've almost got him. Just the last little push.
You lost what? You lost pretty.
A drop of blood. That's right.
씨발 이거 하나밖에 안 남았는데?
All on him now.
Not a lot of guns around that use military.
It's a real gun. Not like your little musketeer pistols. I've seen you prance around with. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons?
Damn, he saw you. He's watched it happen. He would have a good view of the tribunal from here. So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
You didn't handle anything. I watched it happen.
아니 씨발라 개 같은 할배가 도와주던가 저격으로 씨팔놈이.
Got most of them killed. Even the... None of those people mean anything to you.
You're getting diverted. Push the...
So you watched the fight. Did you like what you saw?
당신이 모두 죽인 겁니다.
You don't know anything.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it? 4.46 jacketed ammunition, modified for range. We have it. This
의욕
is
약이요? 의욕 6인데? 정신? 하나 뭐 까면 뭐 안 좋아?
good.
아 페널티 받는다고?
This feels good, doesn't it?
Murder.
like a marionette.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer.
살인마가 아니란 건 아니지만 그렇다고 법에 보호 안 받는 건 아니다. 그것도 한 명의 병사였습니다. 한 명의 인간이었다고요.
Beating us to the ground. Moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. Got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to
아, 진짜
investigate.
페널티 받는다고?
Not when they die by the hundred.
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity.
아우 수사학 새끼 씨발.
One
이 게임에서 이 새끼 그냥 존나 그냥 말하는 거 이렇게 듣기가 싫지 그냥.
The lieutenant raises his right arm to hush you. Hush. He does not need to be pushed anymore. While the lieutenant listens, holding his breath.
I had them in my sights, both of them, him and the whore. I was breathing with them, in phase, and I pulled the trigger. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of
뭐야
death,
씨발.
and that stupid look on his face.
There, a hot flash of rage almost carries the smile away. Some dark peace.
Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white, or what's left, and so they did.
Mr. Dross, are you aware you're confessing to murder?
Yes.
And you were looking at Dan, the victim and a young woman, having sex, through the scope of your rifle that night, before you shot him?
The old man, not
Why?
Because that's what they were doing.
the motive. This is where the motive
팔의
is going to
동기.
come from. You can coax it out of him. The lieutenant's...
I don't understand. Do you,
왜
detective?
그걸 보고
I
있었던
don't
겁니까?
understand this.
I'm always looking.
Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle? I'm just trying to understand.
A rifle scope has the best magnification.
And if you don't like it?
Click.
Yes. Think of it as a...
He will not stop now. You got him going. Connect every little piece now. Start with when he first saw him. It will give him a chance to ramble.
3 weeks ago,
3주죠.
when the rich hag came.
Joyce. He means Joyce.
와이드 파인즈 사측 대표 조이스 메시에 말하는 겁니까?
Wrinkled up whore.
예준이의 남태꾼이라는데 이게 뭔 상관입니까? 어르신은 공산주의자 아닙니까?
Black sexual morals are a bourgeois ploy. So don't you sermonize me, you racist shithole. It's still...
Some strange glandular process takes place in him at the...
They moved into a deserted apartment above the roundabout. Radio equipment out for all to see. Reactionary
자극.
radio playing. Sloppy and drunk.
친놈임 이 새끼 이거.
I've seen their kind during the landing. Those Occidental and Mesk phalanx weren't barely alive. They like to kill while they're on their drugs. After the landing, I could see they've returned now to show their real face. The face they don't dare show their bourgeois voters back on Mundi. Them fucking. I didn't like that. Jealousy.
질투라는 건 반동적인 개념이라고? 뭐야 씨발. 아니 자기한테 불리한 건 다 반동이야 씨발 뭐야.
Drugged out, soothed in the arms of a young woman. I wanted him to die so he could not, and I wanted to see his head explode. That too. She should know better than to hold a child murderer between her thighs. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth. I wanted his brains to spill out.
Her body sweating from the drugs, slick from this man has seen past her, and now he longs to punish her.
여자에게 벌을 주고 싶었군요. 그래서 죽인 겁니까?
She practically breastfed that man. You wouldn't believe the things she let him do to her.
어디까지 해줬는지 안다면 자네도 놀랄 거라고? 엄청나고.
You stare at them too. In your mind, her innocence day still turns to lead. See you tomorrow, Harry. Her voice rings in the evening air. Bernie.
침묵.
The old man raises his gaze. Something glimmers in the a bitter taste on his.
얼마나 오랫동안 지켜보신 거죠?
Since she came to Martinez, I saw her sneaking in the reeds early in the morning, behind the Fell building. It was dark, still winter. She didn't.
Past the Fell building on the coast.
왔을 때부터 쭉 지켜봤다고? 뭐야 이 할배?
Hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she.
And beautiful.
이거 아름다웠겠죠.
That too.
How could you see what she looked like?
진짜 온갖 남자를 다 홀렸네 미친.
The sun came up.
내 캐릭터도 씨 일어나자마자 걔한테 한 말이 야싸자였는데.
She smoked more fags and snorted a line of whatever shit she was on, right there. She needed it just to move. Her passport and tickets to Villiers.
In the free state of Seminine, hidden away.
Yes, after she'd gone. It was a submersible. Well made, actually.
Sloppy. We should have gotten her to tell us about this. Did you?
No, I put them back. Why would I take them? I'm not going to phone. Oh, I mean, I did. She had a face like an archipelago with those birthmarks, and a body hard and lean. I could see who she was, too.
안첩.
Spook. On the run. Revachol's the cloaca of...
You could tell she was a spook? From...
She had different color hair on the photo. And glasses. Forged.
He's setting it up for you. The bruises. You can't make that out in a scope.
뻥을 조준교 너머로 보셨다는 건가요?
You can't see bruises through a scope. It's just a blur.
It quickly comes to you.
벽에 난 구멍으로 본 겁니까?
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs of hers into little lines with a knife. Master.
Everything in him fills with impossible
이거
longing.
그냥 변태할배 아니야?
Did you make that hole?
With a clip point.
Good for listening in, too. For hearing the moaning and the...
Like that, too. Yes.
이거는 감정이고 이거는 운동약이야. 다른 이야기야. 내가 일부러 이거 두 개 든 거임. 효과 안 겹친다고? 다 효과 달라도 안 겹쳐? 아니 아까 다 달아가지고 지금 쓴 거 다 달아가지고 지금 뜬 거 아니야? 지금 안 뜨잖아.
I've been through all of Martinez. Every nook and cranny.
약 한 번도 안 썼다고?
Yes, that too.
정말 도적주의자구만.
Things they did in that little room. What she'd do to feel good. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark out, you can't see a man look.
Those two took the cake. You hear the familiar scribble of the lieutenant's pen. A quick
나도 뉴비인데? 아니 마약은 꼼수가 아닌데?
one more loose end down.
How did you get in there? The hidden pin will...
I can just walk in there now after a good wash.
You had to open the steel door in the kitchen? How?
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there. I don't know, 15 years ago. There's nothing to hold on to. Only this. It's not.
그러니까 뭐 대단한 사상이라는 줄 알았는데 그냥
The coals of his eyes glisten suddenly, like stones dripping with water. Is he crying?
Man needs to feel something
또 뭐
else.
나의 전쟁은 끝나지
This
않았어.
fight,
저 용병 놈의 새끼들 내가 죽여버리겠어. 막 이런 건 줄 알았는데 아니었네 그것도 씨발.
it's weakness, I know.
그냥 스스로를 계속 그냥 자기기만 한 거네.
Yes, over the years. It's not unproletarian. No,
좀 허무하네.
I don't really know.
좀 허무하긴 해. 실망한 사람이 있다는 게 왜 실망한 사람이 있다는지 왜 알 거는 것 같아요.
The day after I killed him. Yes, I don't know why.
It's as if something
지금까지 온갖 사상적 이야기랑 온갖
the flowers.
거대한 뭐 창백해가지고 뭐 세계관 이야기가 온갖 게 다 나왔는데 결국에는 이 이야기의 메인 스토리의 큰 줄기는 치정살인이었으니.
Maybe I told you I have holes in my brain. If you came 10 years ago, I would have killed you.
In the silence, the lieutenant draws a line.
오히려 지금 이게 후일담인 느낌이야. 용병 거기가 클라이막스고 여기가 좀 이제 후일담인 느낌이야.
One more down.
Her.
The lieutenant nods at you. That's it. Motive.
Where is she? That Clasier. I haven't seen her there for days.
Safe and
근데 머릿속으로도 아니
Surely
씨발
I've not misplaced
뭐냐
it.
루비도 아니고 누구도 아니면 도대체 어떤 동기로 어떤 새끼가 지금까지 못 본 캐릭터가 나온다고? 막 이 생각 계속 했었거든?
Good for her. That girl kept staring into the scope, you know, at night, crying or smoking on the roof, like she knew I was here.
Midtown, across the Bay of Revachol. Cold rain falls on 40-story towers. Above them, Lucerne Central. On the platform, a young woman is withdrawing from amphetamines, barbiturates, and alcohol. Smaller, distant, hidden. Not like the great chandelier she sees. There, on a dilapidated jetty, in a nameless village, 2 police officers and 1 special consultant look across
개
the
같은
narrow
년은
strip of
빤소네.
sea. He's there.
나도 한번 야스 좀 한 번만
What
해주지 개 같은.
exactly, I don't know. Satellite Officer Vic Mayer points at the ruins. Behind that anti-aircraft something. That's why Special Consultant Heidelstam is optimistic. We'll see the boat when he comes.
그래도 죽을 만큼 뭐 잘못했냐 하는 또 그건 또 아니긴 한데 기분이
I know
나쁨
this
씨발.
interesting little place where
아 뭐야 이거?
Reese trails off as the 3 walk down the jetty. As the men go, Patrol Officer Minnow looks back over her shoulder at the crumbling fortification in the rain. Good luck, Harry, she thinks.
We could get more. We've got him talking.
Who knows what he's seen and done? You could get more out of him. He likes
저
to.
사람 말하는 걸 좋아해.
Enough.
아니 40몇 년 동안 말 안 했는데.
Bend his arm.
A tragic comedy. Druggies.
A strange little engine seems to fire up in him. The familiar put, put, put of hatred.
Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house. Stripped clean and draped in neon. But Martinez is the worst. Because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in Martinez. It's their favorite thing to do in the whole world. Listening to pump full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Race this,
잠시만요.
race that. It's all sanctioned by that Social Democratic Union and the farce of a Social Democrat who runs it. Yes, the fly larva in his container. He let some nihilistic advertising yuppies erect a statue of Philippe III, a syphilitic murderer, on the town. Not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnassus has history produced a more inert social class than the Martinez prolet. Intense, like animals, like those boom morons on the ice.
엔딩 거의 다 왔어요.
Drown in that tent of theirs. The worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht, licking her lips. The old whore's gone now, a gun-toting porcelain menace.
아, 르네 영감도 죽었다고.
No.
A18.
The worst is that old cop parading around in his uniform, throwing balls all day. It's not enough that the racists and liberals are dancing on our graves. The old loyalist ghouls still parade the roof. Every morning he's there, while the parasites he fought to protect are off in Ozon, or Koyamoran, or some other island.
개소리야, 이 새끼는.
Palaces on, feeding on. That's all the rich really want.
이게 뭔 개소리야?
For their own children. Throughout history,
미친?
even the royal bloodline of the suzerain, it's all just an excuse for them to have. We did good when we pushed him under the horse car.
근데 사실 쿠킹하면은 틀린 말은 또 안 해.
Those disco whores.
The disco whores are too much. Hatred shuts down his brain's language. There was something about a statue.
디스코
and
창녀?
realistic avatar.
Whores. syphilis.
와
is a
근데
disease
대사량
the
씨발
living
역대급이네 이
contracted in
이
the
할아버지.
whole house.
미쳤네 그냥.
The statue is an abomination. The bacteria entered his brain and made him squander trillions on sparkling wine, cocaine.
That is technically possible, although Philippe III
필리핀
was not
선생 매도에 걸려서
actively
미친 게 아니라 그냥
syphilitic.
미친 거다.
And he still went on to govern Revachol for 25 years. We lost 2 million lives toppling that mode of government.
옛날에 참을성 없었을 때 같았으면 나 이거 씨발 그냥 보다가 씨발
Hundreds of them.
대사 그냥 대충 넘겼을 것 같아.
What a keen remark. Yes, it is, isn't it? It's still there. Do you know why? No. Cynical design cockroaches like you erected a new, ironic version of it. Art is a bourgeois establishment.
예술은 부르주아 체제의 일부라고? 뭔 개소리야?
Every
허리케인 숙제하러
gallery
가는데 못
should be
가고 있다고?
bulldozed, and the artists should all be given 30 years of hard labor.
예술가란 자체 싹 다 아우지로 보내가지고 30년짜리 노동교화 시켜야 된다고? 미쳐버린 것인가?
Another hideous disappointment. Unions are the real enemy.
노동조합이야말로
enemy of the
프롤레타리아의 적이라고? 뭔데 이건 또?
Disappointment, so personal. He displays a familiarity with the
에브라스트 클레어?
That deformed toad. I wouldn't expect
자기 똥꼬도 못 닦는 놈이라고? 그건 맞는 것 같아.
I mean, the brains of the operation, the smart one.
Edgar.
에드가? 에브라트의 형?
He talks a big game about uprising and social base.
허리 문화가 진정한 보르주아의 문화가 아니냐고? 이 그냥 이 세기 문화 아니냐? 삼인주의를 원래 그 회의주의라 깐다고? 그럴 수도 있겠다.
He's been sweet-talked by this.
어쨌든 다 자본주의 자체를 뭐냐 받아들여 버린 거니까.
animosity to have developed.
부르주아지 시스템을 받아들여 버린 거니까.
You can't live alone.
The Clares wouldn't miss a man hidden in their own backyard. Not all this time. Nothing happens in Martinez with...
Of course, maybe the Clears asked him.
잠시만요. 아 고양이 새끼 씨발 아까는 화장실 보내달라고 문 열어달라. 씨발놈이.
Don't go straight for the kill. Exhaust everything else first. Soften him up.
뭐야?
I haven't approached anyone.
에드가는 또 알고 있었다고? 이 할아버지를?
How did he know you were here?
He didn't just stumble in like an oaf. He figured it out. Some kids told him about a monster on the island. Stepped right off the boat and walked down where you came. I even kept the door open for him. Thought I was right about one of those things. 20 years ago. Neither of them could walk now, could they?
또 씨발 이상한 걸 봐가지고 몸에 그냥 뭘 묻은 거야 몸에 이 새끼야 너는 도대체 물어텄냐?
That's around the time the Clears came to power.
언제 어떤 대화를 나누신 겁니까?
Edgar did the talking. Paid his respects like I were a fossil in a uniform. Offered platitudes about the struggle. Flaunted his pink degree. Even never trust a social democrat.
마저풀이 인용하는 사문주의자는 절대 믿지 말라.
Oh, and charity too. They love their charity. Offered me blankets and social housing.
폴 란다자만 바로 오케라 영감이라고?
let me be here? The ZOC is an unlawful successor of the Commune of Rep.
They let him be here. Understanding was a courtesy.
그러면은 크로넬 용병을 살해한 게 클레의 형제의 사주 받은 겁니까?
You know why I killed that fucker, Dwat. As to Edgar,
아니잖아.
I'm not doing anything for that swine again.
Again? What have you
에이?
done for Edgar
뭐
before?
했는데?
Try teaching him some Marzovian socioeconomics.
Okay, he didn't do the hanged man for them.
뭐야?
There is more here. You can feel it.
뭔 일이
He was
있었어?
not outright lying. The connection comes to you like a splash of cold water. Dark.
Hey,
He acknowledges it. Here we go. A twist behind the...
that bourgeois cow. Tiffin
Oh!
Holly was her name. Licked the rich man's hand every time he came. And money. She liked that too. That Holly was a real bridge builder and a deal maker. Called in, they say, on the eve of battle. Ran away. Vanished like a piss stain.
근데 이거 지금 죽은 여자가 그 여자 아니지? 그 르네랑 그 할배 두 명 사이에서 있던 그 할매 아니지? 그 할매는 병으로 죽었댔지 참. 딴 사람이지?
No, that's not quite it, is it?
그러니까 전대 노준이 형이 사라졌다고 했으니 해가지고.
Did she? They say her daughter called in, not her personally. But that wasn't really her daughter, was it?
No, I guess it was not. She couldn't make the call herself
그래서 내가 거기 있는 상황이
Here
아니었다.
it is. The truth.
그렇소.
because she was dead.
Just say nothing.
The cow caught a bullet in her right lung.
왼쪽
Fell
폐에다
into
총알
the canal,
박았고.
grasping her tit and drowned. Or bled. Hard to say. It was a sloppy job. She was going home, waddling, dressed in yellow, drunk like she often was. The ruins are black around her, heading home to Grand Couronne or Betancourt.
그건 클레 형제가
Where they build
지금
those new bâtiments for the people who
아, 진짜
flourish in the
형-
hell around her.
형제 그 두 명 형제가 레전드인데 씨발
Be abstract here.
권력이 미친 새끼들인데 그냥.
It was someone. Someone shot her. Or maybe she just fell. I get these violent ideations. Nothing changed. Not in the material base. Not in the hegemony. There was no uprising. Just words.
Edgar didn't keep his part of the deal.
뭔 약속을 했어?
If you were to testify to this, give the RCM something on Edgar, we would strike everything you've done and process you as a POW. You were in a war. You were
A degenerate worker state. Goat shit. No, thank you. I'm Revacholian. My days.
Come on. Just a little. Your buddies.
I haven't lived and fought for 40 years to end up as a collaborationist. I've heard it on Channel 8. 40 a.m. Everyone is a blobber in this world. Everyone betrays
숨겨진 인물가
everyone.
도대체 씨발 갑자기 존나 주네 갑자기.
Already locked up for betrayal. The best ones, the ones with heart, were slaughtered, trampled.
The same old freezing hatred. There is plenty here to work with once he's in custody. And the lieutenant knows it.
화려한 제복을 입고 스퍼리된 스탁은 르네 씨 말하는 건가요?
Every fucking morning for 34 years. Throwing that ball. One ball against the other.
씨발 존나 비슷하게 생긴 할배 두 명이서 룩 씨발.
A working class
일러스트는
game.
존나 비슷하게
I
생겼는데
don't
둘이.
care what they say on Radio June. Royalist ghouls played like it was life itself. Click, clack, across the water each day. And that uniform, like a parrot plumage. I won't even mention that he's a traitor to his... I remember him.
라노스에서 저 자식을 본 적이 있어. 딴 살 꼬집어서 말한 거 아니라네.
His make and model. There were tens of thousands of them. I thought we took them all out before the liberals came to their rescue. We missed one, that one.
There doesn't seem to be a single person under the pine today.
아무도 없는 걸요?
Gaston.
Fat and plump, like a pheasant. Just begging.
왜 안
to be
쐈어요,
bumped
근데?
off. Please, Mr. Dross, shoot me. Not yet. I like to look at him strut around, place the crosshair on his medals, right on his face, and just fiddle the trigger.
A treat. Better served for later. He's a pleasure delayer.
He is a juicy bonbon, that one. A real treat.
막판에 죽인다고?
Day, the blackest. When I put that gun in my own mouth.
너희는 미끼에서 콜도 마마 다 가려잡자고?
Don't waste it. Put this lead better. I even hid one bullet, so I'd always have one for him. Haven't seen him around lately.
죽었어, 새끼야. 칼배 죽었다고.
Must be down with arthritis.
Hearing it may destabilize him. You
네, 지금 돌아가셨습니다.
from him.
말하고 싶은데? 근데 말하면은 불안정해진다고? 들어봐.
Yes, of course.
He reminds him of himself. The
없네, 이제.
same.
Yes.
Oh my God.
네, 어르신 돌아가셨습니다.
He's even worried.
No.
그렇습니다.
I waited too long. I waited too long and now he's dead?
내심 일부러 못 안 죽인 게 아니고 뭐냐 죽인다 중에서 못 죽인 것 같아. 같은 시대 사람이고 어느 정도 동질감 느꼈을 것 같아.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dross. I understand you knew him for a long time.
They're all dead.
아까
now.
같은 르네 같은 경우에도 그 아까 그 이름 뭐냐 그 할아버지 뚱뚱한 할아버지 그 할아버지도 가스통 그 할아버지도 서로 사실 막 존나 막 으르렁 하다가 막상 한 명 떠나니까 존나 슬퍼하잖아. 이 양반도 맨날 죽인다 했는데 결국에는 같이 늙어가면서
If he really wanted to kill
그러니까
him so bad,
진작에 죽이고 싶었으면 진작에 죽였을 건데
there must
죽일
have been
기회도 많았을
1,000
거고
black days on these islands. His health ailing.
죽일 기회가 1000번 더 있었을 텐데요.
And I blew them. What does it matter now? He's gone. Ain't
He reminded him of himself. The
여기서
same
자신을 본다.
hatred.
그러니까 생긴 것도 비슷하게 생기기도 했어. 맨날 한
He
짓도
tried to think of something.
이러기만 맨날 이러고.
It's just hatred.
르네 씨를 걱정하신 겁니까?
all human beings care about each other. I cared for seeing his head.
유감입니다.
Now, God damn this one. Fuck you. You think I haven't seen people die? It's all I've seen them do. Fuck and die.
He's not okay. This is just another black day. In a
Glad we talked about what?
his lip curled.
Glad we talked about what?
체포해야겠구만.
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
This terror is the sum of all the uncontrollable movement. The wind picks up. The silence on the water is broken all around you. Little shivers. The lieutenant
약발 죽이는구만.
like an incantation.
약발 죽이는구만.
Your wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. Do you understand?
But...
좀 무서워하잖아, 킴.
No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He's sweating. Beads are forming on pupils are dilated too. Eyes getting.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
There it is again, to your north, as it has been since you came to the coast. The reeds, something completely different. It sounds like a bow.
이긴 것
Maybe
같습니다.
there is room for 3 on the boat.
킴 지금 방금 들었어?
What?
뭘?
What are you talking about? Is this really?
Your skin crawls.
어? 어! 오! 레나 할머니!
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds
레나 할머니!
limb by limb, to then just stand there. It's still there, an unfolding
오, 씨발!
of reed-like chitin, hovering in place.
What are you talking about?
엄청 큰 대벌레요.
There's nothing there.
The stick insect is over
Oh,
3
씨발!
meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head.
3m?
You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand.
Tell me what you see.
킴 자네에게도 보이나?
I can see it.
4 simple words. Thank God. If he can see, then you're not insane. But that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute speed.
Be very, very careful.
어, 씨발.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from his head like a woman's hair. While the segmented antennae move with apprehension, searching for something that's not there. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss. The hiss is different from the strings you heard before. It says something else.
페로몬을 팍팍 뿌려놓음. 하하하하.
Be afraid. You smell wrong.
It is.
You glance over your
이걸
shoulder.
터트리면 놀라지
The
않을까?
lieutenant holds a piece of
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
from the corner of your eye. You see.
그냥 먼저 내가 먼저 다가가게 해줘.
Motion.
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
He's letting his pride get in the way. You see the phasmid turn to him. Its mandible antennae reaching out.
Understood. Of course.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you.
진짜 있었구나.
A sudden chirrup fills the air. The walking stick moves its whole body. It moves just an inch closer to you. Something in its body language has changed, just slightly. Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 like laughter, a sort of happiness. Sweat drips from your brow, soaking your chest. You reek of it, your chemicals. The tracheal system on the creature's abdomen expands in front of you to take in and expel air. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you.
Maybe it is real. The pheromone.
About now, he is ready to believe in anything. The insect's head is crowned with reed-like scales, the shape of seed heads. They rustle as the air moves. The ventricles at its abdomen continue expanding, like lunglets, breathing you in. Your sour, greasy, The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you.
생각보다 이 벌레가 지능이 높은가 봐.
Little pinprick eyes detect. Suddenly, there is silence. The invertebrate comes back to life, stridulating. Sets of complex eyes, no reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with
새로운 냄새가
what
나도.
appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue. You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature. The faintest smell, like you've never felt before. Like burnt roses.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, letting out that same smell, like summer burning.
대답해줘. 넌 뭘 하고 있니?
I exist. Tell me what it's like for you.
나는 아파.
What is your illness?
가슴이 아파.
For me, it is not like that. I have states, not emotions. For example, I experience excitement and unexpected sugar rewards. But that is not important. Now I will tell you how it is for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness being intruded upon, transient, dim, moist.
오, 씨.
Shapes of plants.
나가도 존나 좀 현탐 좀 시계 왔었거든. 아까 그 뭐냐 대벌레 퀘스트 끝나는 거 보고.
A swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms. All speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding. I am at the end of a narrow funnel, weightless, so light, it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul, and if I did, it would never ache. Are you sure? Sometimes, when molting, I will grow a lost limb. One time something went wrong, and a small leg replaced a missing antenna. No, the leg
존나
tried
좀
to
이입이
move
돼가지고
around
아까 그 할머니한테.
independently, making it hard to walk. Yes, thankfully someone ate it. The next time I molded, I grew an antenna again. So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals.
나는 너를 찾기 위해 태어났어.
What were you born to detect? Yes, no one detected me for such a long time. For thousands of years.
아니야, 그냥 우연히 찾은 거야.
Out of sight. No, no one believed I exist. Almost no one. Until you came, detective. Dripping of blood that smells like strawberries. Across the calm sea. The first in 1,000 years. No, you're awake. I am real. Light is forming me. This is not even the birds know that. Not even the water lily.
네가 할 수 있는 건 주먹 쥐고 버티는 것밖에 없는 거지.
You can also eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Yum yum. Or read.
Wait, so
갈대처럼 생겼는데 갈대를 먹는 거야?
Yes, they don't mind.
실수로 다른 갈대벌레를 먹어본 적 있니?
Yes, I once cloned myself and ate the little ones. It was winter,
아이고,
and I woke up at the wrong time.
너는 정확히
Who was the
누구니?
next? I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmadia. Endemic
350년 동안
to the
일반인
peninsula.
시대에서 벗어나 있었다.
For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as the reeds, molting, cloning myself, unfolding at night to play with trash cans and boys. No, no one believed I exist. Almost no one. Until you came, detective, dripping of blood that smells like strawberries. Across the calm sea, I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions, Until
네가
I was
기적이구나.
accidentally discovered by detective. No. You
이게
are the
나라고?
miracle. The moral of our encounter is I am a relatively medium life form, while you are extreme, all engulfing madness. A volatile simian nervous system. The pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetric.
너희들이 모든 걸 파멸시키고 말 거라는데 조류와 생물들 이견이 없다고? 인간이 창백을 만들었다고? 신경학적 그림자가 창백이라고? 창백의 출현은 인간의 정신의 도래와 같은 시기에 일어났다고? 이런 족간 새끼들.
You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. Give me enough time, you will wipe us all out and replace us with nothing. Just by accident. We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion years ago. When all
Instead of air, you exhale.
얼마나 안 좋은데.
There are no
everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if he misplaces us all one day, or just forget?
눈을 감지 말라고? 난 항상 이런 생각을 해왔던 것인가?
No, you're only thinking it now. This is a revelation.
야, 이미 세상 전부를 잃어버린 경험이 있어.
So it is already happening. Soon, one of you will close your eyes and open them to see that none of this ever existed.
킴, 내가 혹시 간질 발작을 느끼고 있는 거 아닌가?
It doesn't look like that, no.
뭐 하는 것처럼 보여?
You're just staring at it.
나 지금 환상을 보고 있는 것 같아.
Okay. Is it somehow related to the case?
사건 이거랑 비견 무의미해. 이미 난 사건을 초월했다 이거지.
I think we should take the picture, and then you should back away from the unstudied
이게 다야
species.
안녕.
No, there
아,
is
더 남았다고?
one more.
지금까지 만났던 생물 중에 네가 가장 아름다워.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you. That woman. Turn from the ruin. Turn.
노동계급?
Go forward. Do it for the working class.
어떤 여자?
You cannot lie to me. Behind you, it smells of fires. So awfully far you were prepared to go in her presence.
노력해 볼게.
And it. She was middle class. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
Okay.
There is no change in the insect's motion. While
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go.
the shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword, the phasmid freezes in its bright light. The sweat on your arms feels cold as ice, as if you're frozen as well, in the shadow of this great statue of chitinous marble.
I got it.
For all time. The limb before you is incredibly light, like eggshell. It's much lighter than a reed. You feel a soft push could tip the creature over. Its hollow exoskeleton collapsing. Warning! A sudden shiver passes the limb. Looks like the creature is awakening. Wait, some sort of countdown process is happening. That's all you have time to. The antennae hang from a great height. With your hand shaking, you barely touch the tip of the left whisker. On contact, the kiting curls into a spiral, like the tip of a poisoned ivy. Its touch on the
황홀경보다는
fingertip feels cold, ticklish.
좀
The sensation
아까 내가 얘기했듯이
resounding through your body.
그 할머니가 평생을 대벌레 찾는다고 살아왔잖아.
It is surprisingly delicate. The curly end
근데 이제 내가 최근에
like a young vine. It
취직이 안 돼가지고 뭐야 그림을 거의 20년 그려왔는데 좀 이입이 됐단 말이야.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of moisture. The creature in front of you stays frozen. It tastes like sugar, very faint. The anthropod towers above you, tufts of reeds pointing from limb and head alike. Odorless, mostly compressed. Another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off. In a sway, as you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface.
잘 가라. 페로몬이요? 학자 부부가 뿌려줬어. 잘 가라.
Just like that, and something under it. In the place it stood, bobbing there, among the...
It's gone. Apparently, yes. Like a water strider. Looks like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
What now?
in some kind of strange, semi-catatonic state.
Our suspect is not looking so good. We need to...
아이 뭐야?
Brother, you've managed to collect all the armor pieces. Too bad it's too late for the big showdown. Future use for a future armor. Agreed.
불 장착. 바지가 없는 게 아쉽구만. 오케이. 알베. 아.
What is it?
Something is very wrong.
애벌레가 어떻게 안 보일 수 있습니까? 할배 뭐 발작으로 죽는데?
Mr. Doras?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over, with fear and longing.
마음으로 버텼는데 마음이 무너져 내려가지고 지금 마탱에 가는
Like
건가?
an addict of some terrible substance. A light shiver passes him, followed by nothing.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility.
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help.
He stares into the reeds.
I lost.
He turns his eyes to the reeds again.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there. This sight is a T9, Mr. Doras. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
Silence. You've gotten all.
뭐냐 자기가 전쟁 프로가 아니고 그 범죄자로 취급당한 거에 멘탈이 나간 거 같은데?
Nothing.
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he'd...
The plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched, and the blacks of his eyes are receding. His pupils are returning to normal.
대벌레가 자기 몸 숨긴 방법 중에 중독성 호르몬 뿌린 것도 있다고?
The strength has all gone out of
Old age and shock.
대벌레 때문에 그러는 것 같다고? 안녕하세요. 오늘 엔딩 보려고요.
Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the Phasmid.
There's much more. Quite a few things. Since then.
You mean pheromonal? The scope, knowing of her bruises, his disposition toward Miss Orania? I see what you mean. That could be part of the shock. But you're right.
No response.
Then how did we see it? Oh, you mean whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks? Mm-hmm. Mr. Dross, the doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical person. He was energetic and articulate. After all these years alone, with little hygiene, it does not seem to be any medical.
대벌레가 가버리면서 생기가 같이 떠나갔다.
Honestly, I'm ready to believe anything at this point. Maybe, I mean, why not? It's true. Like a drug? His pupils appeared to be dilated. He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him, like he didn't want to leave this place. And I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one.
No one would believe you without it.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe.
힘도 지금 놀랐지 뭐. 이제 뭐 능력치 아무거나 막 찍어야겠다. 남은 거 그냥 남기지 말고. 그럼 뭐다? 지금 모든 걸 고생한 킹가 사전 그냥 각가 사장에게 다 올려준다. 지금까지 고생하신 킹가 사전 각가 사전. 그리고 소름. 아, 그 춤싱이랑 대화해봤어요. 춤싱이랑 대화해봤어. 내년에 레바셜에 핵폭격 일어난다고? 그런 거 못 봤는데?
The chain trails off into the ocean.
Ah, yes. So it seems. For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies?
As a defensive measure, lock it off that side of the bay.
클래시 체포하면 나오는 대야야?
From enemies. Enemies of...
The skiff is swaying.
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently.
떨어지는 거 한데 이제 소름 개 같은 거 그거 존나 너무 상징적으로 얘기해가지고 내가 그냥 머릿속에 그냥 대충 넘김.
Waiting for you. Two men and a woman stand.
결국에는 이 친구들한테는 종말적인 미래밖에 없는 거네.
Looking at a small yellow boat as it draws close. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
떨어지면 그럼 좀 우울한데?
Look what the tide brought in.
뭐야 이 새끼들.
Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant. This is the man with sunglasses from the whirling in rags.
That's right. And you're bleeding.
좀 흘린다고 신경 좀 쓰겠어?
Bothered by it? Harry, you look like you need a fucking organ transplant. Fuck it. Let's not get into that. We're not forgetting about anything.
넥들은 누구죠?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I
Ah!
believe we've met on several
찬우박!
occasions.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Command. And this is your special task force. Or what's left.
어째 씨발 그 위치에 계속 아들내미 데리고 지랄하고 있더라 그 개새끼 그거. 진짜 막 알고 싶지 않은 정보 계속 부는 새끼 그냥.
Special Consultant Trent Heidelstein, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
The scene is making even him.
오히려 걱정해 준다고?
He has to justify. the
씨발.
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant, and not the two aren't mutually exclusive.
근데 잘하겠지. 그래도 지연병력 보내야겠다고 이렇게 흐른다고?
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
아니 캠, 난 자는 날 도와줘야지. 힘을 합쳐 이 사람들을 물리치자고.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
아니네.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to.
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you...
This is the horse-faced woman. I don't know why you named her that, but it was beyond idiotic.
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely.
신경학.
I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level.
왜 왔어,
In fact, I
씨발로
should
먹으면.
probably get going.
No, Trent. It's too late. You're part of this shit now.
뭐 이
What have you got
개새끼.
to say for yourself, shit?
똥만 싸지르는 애새끼?
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullet. Shit, kid. What an
누가 똥 싸지러 다니는 건데?
You. Shit kid, that's you.
Shit kid?
Despite all that you've done, the deserter, the phasmid, the case.
No. Because of all that you've done.
내가 여기 있는 거 어떻게 알았지?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
실비일로 그렇게 도와줬는데 날 배신하다니.
Shit kid. He didn't betray you. He just told us the direction you went in. Who's Sylvie?
실비는 작년이야. 남들 필링이 회전목마 자유 이용권이지. 뭐? 아무것도 아니야. 중요한 사람 아님.
It better not be.
He means you better not be partying with this Sylvie. Shit, kid.
Guilty as charged. I heard you lost your mind and your
아니
memory.
회전목마 진짜로 그거 갈아탄 데 가가지고 그렇게 아가리 털었거든. 갈아탄 데 가가지고 진짜 저렇게 아가리 털었거든 나. 아, 나 그래서 파지스트 존나 높은 거구나. 씨발 뭔가 이상하더라 야. 들고만 있어도 얘 대사가 뜬다고? 세상에.
And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now.
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
Did you? Or did you literally not recognize my face? We've been partners for how long, Harry?
지금 막판에 공산주의점 일부러 찍은 거 빼고는 다 비슷하게 찍어가지고 근데 웃긴 거는 비슷하게 찍어가지고
Absolutely no idea. 100 years? Judging by the familiarity you feel toward him, 2 years minimum? He's right. Don't start guessing. Now's
It's okay. I didn't come here to gloat or to fool you. Neither did he, actually.
That's right. Worried. I'm always
사상
worried about
팔랑귀라
you.
불러주십시오.
Every time you don't show up to
이데올로기
work.
팔랑귀.
When you do, but stick. You're a worry fest. She's worried about you. I'm worried about you. Even special consultant backpedal.
Yes, I'm Tran Heilish.
꼬마는 뭐였지 그러면?
Mikhail? Mikhail's my son. No, I was just interested in the Feld building and the Martinez beachhead.
아 겸사겸사.
him being there with his son. It was not a coincidence. It's
무엇에 대해
difficult
특별
to
고민을
see
맡고 있는가?
what he was worried about.
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure
심리 정신적 외상에 대한 부분
theories
기억상 실증이나 집장 성격록 같은 거?
He's here to see if you're
네가
insane.
미쳤나 보러 온 거라고.
Smart.
오케이.
Let's move on.
씨팔로마.
Duped? Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk, and you won't be duped so easily.
Yes, I'm still Kim Kisoragi. Still a
Kim!
lieutenant from
너는-
Prison 57.
그래 너는 킴 맞지?
Still caught up in this
개새끼
crossfire,
그냥.
too.
수사대라고 했나?
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells? Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major
유디
Crimes Unit.
트렌타이드 귀여운 베비 남자가
I'm technically just a
Fuck you. You're part
Fuck
of
you.
this shit show.
귀여운 베비가 누구야?
Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter
떠났다고?
who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left.
수사팀들이
Because he was
견디지나
afraid in
못하고
your
따가
ability to lead
떨어진다고?
the unit. Other people have left too.
떠났다고?
Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really...
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to sunglasses?
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me, I'm G Baby. It was going to...
He sincerely thought it was going to be amusing for both of you.
오케이.
Do? It's a major crimes unit. We clear the desk of cases so precinct 41 doesn't look
우린
like the
패급이고
worst
해리
station in
이게 다 너
town.
때문이야 그래 이
We're
개새끼.
41st isn't.
너 그동안 어디 있었던 거야? 용병제 편이 있었는데.
God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we are cramping your style. You're detective god. Fuck everything. All will burn. Detect or die.
이 경찰의 신을 버리고 갔다고?
You were crying hysterically.
아,
You were
울었다고? 아,
drunk,
미안.
Breaking things, being
아, 운
emotionally
건 어쩔 수
abusive.
없지.
You said we were going into the abyss. None of us wanted to see the abyss.
아무도
so we
떠올리지
fucked
않아.
off. The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage, Detective God.
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was.
Interesting.
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and...
뭔가 슬픈 일이 일어나서 더 이상 나로서 있을 수가 없게 된 거야. 방어 기제였던 거지.
Psychotraumatic amnesia? Trout? I can go for that. Shit kid is a broken man. I keep my shit together. Also, I know a person can't wipe their own mind, however traumatic it gets. That
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before. Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more...
So you don't remember.
아, 기억이 아예 안 나네.
Beautiful. The two cases in your ledger. Those cases were hard on you.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared.
what do you mean?
무슨 뜻이요?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we live
아니
in?
쉽게 말해 이
What
새끼야.
if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect. Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio. The multitudes, the people, live here for 40 years, hardwired to the free market.
Okay, Trump, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. And
새끼가 지금 일을 할 수 있겠습니까? 없겠습니까?
will he or will he?
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in
난
his previous leadership role, then
다시 리드할 준비가 됐어.
No one even mentioned.
개새끼가.
I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the potty? Or do we need to get him on the
혼자서
disability
시야도 할 수
bench?
있으니까 이 개새끼.
Now, nothing. Now we're just going to stand here. No, now we discuss that. What the fuck is your motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
Lie. Just
그게 모터사이클 있다고?
ask something.
나 몰랐네.
Yes, in the ocean,
에이,
under
씨발, 안
the
되네.
sea, or work vehicle with fish and clams and other sea shit.
살인범이 물속에 있을 줄 알았지. 근데 아니었네. 아니 이거 씨발 깽판은 내가 한 거 아니잖아 씨발. 게임 시작 전에 꼬라박은 거잖아 씨발.
Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. Underwater killer. So funny, Harry. Thank you for fucking me. Thank you for destroying 45,000 bale of police property that's coming out of my payslip. You know that, right? It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge. The thing that tells people
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth.
아니 여기서 씨발.
Badge slips out of your hand.
개새끼 진짜.
You juggle the badge for a second, unsuccessful.
58%가 지랄이야 이 개새끼야.
You strain your elbow
지랄해.
trying to catch that stupid thing.
He found it. He found it, Jean. It's his badge.
예 봤어요 대벌레.
and your gun?
As if having your badge. What is it with all these material objects?
소총으로 업그레이드 했지.
Upgraded it? I don't care about your weapon mania, Harry.
아 그것도
I
그
only
시시한
care
권총도
about your
있지.
official sidearm. Phew, he has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
나 안 취했어. 그 이후로 술 입에도 안 댔어.
So you forgot to drink? I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then?
근데 총 맞아서 안 나는 냄새고 이 새끼야 그거.
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
무슨 내용으로 나 죽으면 다 씻어냈는데?
The man doesn't reply. You should have done a better job, is what it's saying.
내가 발견한 비면 아무 의미도 없다. 근데
What you've discovered? You let the suspect escape. A certain class.
We've read the reports, Harry. Lieutenant Kitsohagis. We know.
유지트도 지지치면 경찰에 잘린다고? 그 여자를 잡지 않았던 게 결국은 옳은 일이야. 내 판단은 틀리지 않았어.
Oh well. If she was nice, I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect, who also escaped.
아 루비도 보통 용의자 아니야
The
임마.
fact that you're Evrard Claire's little peony now, doing
아,
I
저-
don't know what for him. That's compared to the 6 people who were gunned down. The streets are literally red with blood, Harry.
저-
It was fucking mass murder.
He did everything he could.
팀! 아, 이 새끼 그냥.
The
이
company hired
새끼.
and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Here comes the cavalry.
드디어 이 새끼가 쓸모가 생기는구만.
He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot and survived only because of his armor. We stopped an execution.
너 맞아. 그건
but the
대학살에서 우리가 좆빠지게 그럴 동안 넌 도대체 어디 있었어 임마?
compared to what it could have been. Don't make this harder for yourself.
아,
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He thinks of apologizing, but decides again.
You spent the week with him on this case. What is your
방금
take?
사과할까 생각이 좀 그러지 않기로 했다.
The case?
드디어 이 새끼 말 잘해라 너.
Un lieutenant, il ferait tort du point.
Well, the drinking, the last guy, also losing his badge, that's all true. And he's been drinking on the job.
일하는 내내 술 마셨다고? 나 술 얼마 안 마셨어.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize profusely, making it sound like he's guilty of at least first
술 딱 한 병, 두 병밖에 안 마셨어, 씨발.
communication strategy for an officer. It's
볼까?
It's worrying, especially considering his political views.
아니야,
Detective
빨갱이
Dubois
아니야.
is, as you may know, a Mazovian social economist. He wants to liquidate the ruling class, which, again,
You should yell something.
난 도래할 체제의 경찰이 신몸이라고.
the RCM consists of policemen of the state that is. So, a little discrepancy there.
아 술도 안 해가지고 그 도덕주의자처럼 됐다고? 대박.
Other still, he is also a full-blown fascist, an ultra-nationalist, woman-hater, and more than a little racist. How he reconciles these two points of view? But he is
빨갱이여서
focused
파쇼기계 파쇼기계가 여성이 뭐라고 내가? 그럴 리가 없습니다. 내가 여성을 얼마나 사랑하는데. 그럴 리가 없습니다.
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, and the drugs. Some kind of anti-radiation drug he uses to induce visions. But despite all this, he is a great detective. One of the best I have seen, in fact.
이 모든 걸 찾아와도 이분이 대단한 형사 이견이었습니다. 내가 본 형사 중에 최고예요. 아 이 새끼 그래.
He can talk human beings into telling him everything. And he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far.
이 새끼 그래. 아 말 잘하네.
He is tireless, madly driven.
합격 드리겠습니다.
Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke. Which, by the way, I have to disagree with you, Mr. Vicmar.
노래 존나 잘 불렀는데?
He really sang his heart out.
이거보다 낫잖아.
Okay, he did something.
아니야, 아니 망한 버전 진행 안 했어. 다시 성공한 버전을 로드했어.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it.
앙자놀이냐고?
I have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers across the yard. You hear gasps beneath the howling.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters
붕
tall.
시작할까 이
In fact,
씨발놈들아.
the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
Detective?
빵빵빵.
Yes, but also
그래 그 벌레가 내뿜는 페로몬이 살인범의 정신붕괴를 유발한 것 같아.
the old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia. He fell in.
So it is connected.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary.
너무 새끼야.
I don't even have words for it.
내가 대벌레 쫓는다고 얼마나 고생한 줄 알아? 씨발 없는 줄 알고 씨발 개 실망했는데 씨발. 한탄 존나 치게 했는데.
Yes, it really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
잘라봐 새끼 잘라봐 임마. 해고해봐 임마.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
난 나이트클럽 때렸거든.
What was that? It sounded like you set up a nightclub in the church.
내가 여기서 지금쯤 발견된 적 없는 3개 뚫린 2mm 크기의 구멍을 발견했어.
That's great. Entrepreneurship is a great new career for you.
그놈의 창백에서 잘 살라고 이 개새끼가 그냥.
I don't care. Go live in the pale.
4 kids were living in a tent on the ice. They were going to drown when it melted. It's not optimal, but the building was abandoned.
It's not that okay. Get off this subject now.
Female? What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
It was definitely female.
Incredible. Were there eggs?
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests
에반게리온의 미사토 키츠라기?
they are for attracting mates.
Bowers are built by males of the species.
아니야, 아무튼 암컷이야. 몰라.
For mating displays.
Of course, as I said, I'm only guessing. I did as in cloning itself.
그 벌레가 나한테 직접 알려줬어.
Then it wouldn't matter if it's male or female. The bower would just be rudimentary.
That makes sense.
Very interesting.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovered.
This would really help with some of the problems we.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science.
Without it,
이거 없었으면 씨발 해고당할 뻔했네 이 개새끼 그냥.
You're doing good. Quit while you're ahead, or no.
그 릴리아노비치 그 노로스란 살인범, 우린 그 사람의 강력한 동기를 알아냈어.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
혁명군이 쓰던 모칭이라고?
The custom started in Grad.
아,
where they
이거
have
러시아식.
matronyms. Krasovich, Lasov. This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianov.
모칭이 아니고 모칭을
The
썼다고?
custom was overturned after the revolution failed. But
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
thank you, Trout. Thank you for that piece of cultural.
아나 이 새끼 이렇게 마음에 안 들지 이 새끼 쌍놈
You said
새끼
you
그냥.
have a motive.
of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard.
뭐야 뭔지는 알아요. 나도 뭐냐 옛날에 장명 이런 같은 거 관심이 있어가지고. 뭔 말인지는 알아. 일토심 때문에 종병을 죽인 거야.
Jealousy? I thought this Lilianovich was.
A strange psychosexual fixation, aggravated possibly by proximity to the fat. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way.
또 이상하게 뭐 완전히 완벽하게 딱딱히 맞아 떨어진다고.
Perfect folding mechanism. Get over yourself.
God damn it! It's just a little silly.
에이 씨발.
Chin up. Keep focusing on the positives here.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open.
And eyes too. You're.
Understood, of course.
But a case against Everard would be big.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union related. for.
This has to be good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at first mention.
파업 사태도 해결했지.
How? It seems to be ongoing.
He didn't quite solve it. He cross-pollinated information between the company rep and Evrard until the
What? And Claire the terminal?
난 그저 어떤 사람들에게 어떤 것을 알려줬을 뿐이지 별일은 아니야. 이제 상황은 한참 잠잠해졌을 뿐이라고. 세계 혁명을 위한 일이었지 개새끼야. 아니야 사실. 오수혁명 같은 거.
Cool. To me, it sounds like you got played by Claire. And it's true. You are his little... Is that why you want us to investigate the assassination of the previous...
No, it's nothing like that. He was reckless with information, but ethical. We don't owe anyone anything.
나는 이게 완전 그건데? 난 진짜 입에서 그냥 나온 대로 그냥 짓거리고 뒤처리는 그냥 킴이 다 하고. 아 개꿀인데 이거?
God, calm down, Jean.
Silence. Good. The man
산자키에 사람이 죽어 있었어. 실종된 사람도 내가 찾아냈지.
Yes, yes. Fallen through a gap in the boardwalk.
사람들 찾는 거 내가 어떻게
The
알았어?
body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This...
still. Good work.
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
저주받은 상업지구의 비밀에 대해서 찾아 조사했지.
I don't know what a doomed commercial area is. Why? That's not...
There was a fridge we needed and a possible witness. He was just chasing a lead.
Of course. Call it.
Dodged the bullet there. For a moment it
쿠노가
seems like
쿠노 아빠가 가지고 있던 마약을 내가 압수했어.
Who's Kuno?
You don't want to know.
진짜 알고 싶지 않을 거임.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snorted the drugs. I know you did. It's all right.
이제 해고할 끼가
And if
새끼야
I
그냥.
don't want to, but you discovered a new species.
너무
solved the
새끼
murder,
그냥.
So I have to. Jude?
Honestly, anything that ends this trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
Okay. We have vehicles in the square. And
시다.
Now you will finally get to know who
내가 누군지 질문 몇 개만 하자.
the man looks westward.
생각보다 착하게 했나 봐. 생각보다 착하게 했나 봐. 나는 재정상으로 한 거 봐. 난 누구지?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher. Well, obviously you're not a gym
옛날에
teacher anymore,
체육교사였다고?
but-
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should be
No, a regular one.
아니야. 난 고행하려던 수도승이었다고.
You haven't told us about that. You just told us about being.
근데
a gym
1회차 나도 1회차 같은 경우는 마음 같아서는 쓰레기같이 누르고 싶긴 한데 텍스트가 너무 궁금해가지고 일부러 안 하는 것도 있긴 해요. 근데
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial.
그거 아니었으면 그냥 막 찍었을 건데 그냥 텍스트만 안
And
궁금했으면.
how you're able to perform a 360-degree spin kick too.
360도 돌려차기. 아 맞아 매저헤드 씨발. 아 너 이 새끼 너 매저헤드 내가 두드러 깔 때 없었잖아. 있었나?
Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy. God, even this javelin throwing freak here.
Of course. Contact Mike.
He's been on about Mike again? I hate that guy. Oh, you don't say. Does he also hold an impassable...
It is getting cold out.
In your 20s or late 20s,
20대 교사했다고?
really let yourself go since
프롱에서
you taught gym in Coron.
교사?
I believe that's the term.
The smell of sweat. Kuro is just east of Jamrod. It was a short walk every...
High school. Harry, your goings on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so.
내가 그래서 그런 거라고? 그냥 킴 네 연맥이려고 그런 건데? 특히 자꾸 네 새끼가 자꾸 막 씨발 사건 조사하자고 자꾸 아가리 털어가지고 싫어서 그런 건데.
Suggests barely contained laughter.
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
아 아내가 더 큰 물에서 놀아보자고 바람을 넣어서 형사됐는데 형사도 존나 잘한 거라고?
Walking from Voyager Road to teach gym.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that.
난 왜 이런 걸까?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also,
You really went with it too.
어떤 년이라니?
Really
누구?
maximized the
여자 이름 혹시 도라 드부아인가?
Dubois. It was Dora Ingerlund, I think. You've said her name. But you
도라
weren't married.
잉걸룬드라고?
You were engaged.
우리 결혼조차 안 했다고?
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
아 18? 결혼도 안 했다고? 뭐야? 그럼 바로 NTR도 아니잖아.
God, I don't know. 6 years ago? She was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
No, it was 6. Like ancient. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year.
어떤 여자였는데?
Incredibly bangable.
겁나게 섹시한 여자였다고?
Extremely fuckable, Harry.
미치듯이
Gorgeous.
꼴리는 여자였다고?
A gorgeous bourgeois woman.
하이라고 늘씬한 부르주아
Like a
여자였다고?
welcome, basically.
Snow welcome. Heartbreak welcome. Pain welcome.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you're from the real spirit.
Look, the sun is going down. It's time to go on.
아 대벌레 보고 왔다고? 네 내가 아까 그거
I think she
야,
touched
감동적이긴 하더라고, 진짜.
East of the river, way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit, not a psychologist. Several degrees older. Is there?
In other words, he's heard enough.
나 부패 경찰이야?
No,
아니라고? 용의자가 그렇게 생각했던 것 같은데?
you're too unstable to work for my boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No my boss will take you.
나같이 목숨 내놓고서 한 놈이 어떤 깡패 새끼가 모셔가겠어.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
He would immediately. I told you it's not that bad.
오케이. 41 관할서 어떤 경찰서지?
Us, we're the bloody murder station.
아무도 우리를 좋아하지 않는다고?
We're the
아,
bad
이건
guys.
좋지.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed. And
프라이스
everyone
경감이 있는
respects the
곳이라고?
41st. You
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station, and the district is too big, which is why we need to.
Get back to it. We left Torson and McLean to run the
톨슨하고
scene.
맥클레인의
It's
시동을
not
맡기고
good.
왔다고?
Mac the Torso Torson and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me.
They are damn iconic though. Torson and McLean.
마스코트 2인자라 생각하면 되나?
Yeah, not like us. Two clinically depressed old men.
시동이란 건
The four wings.
가장 빡세고 본질 높은 구역을 담당하는데 심지어 뭐냐 인원도 모자르다고?
It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualize it.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
He's anything but a loser. Although he would like to be seen as one.
프라이스는
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the
아
old
RCM
Price, one of the
창립자
founders
아들이
of RCM.
그 창립자의 아들.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a lake, they speak of change. The city.
우리 최근에 교회 습격한 적 있어?
tension on the
So he remembers
Orca?
that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It
아씨
wasn't
그만 약 다 벌써 다 처먹었네 그냥.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
아 양맛 좋다.
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about
네
this anymore.
보안 등급은 똥똥급이니까 나중에 올리려면 시간 좀 걸릴 거라고?
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not. Your clearance will not go up while you're within.
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desks.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershoal.
개토?
Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
그 대벌레 레나 할머니한테 빨리 전해줘야 돼.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in
이
Germany.
대벌레 얘기를 해주셨어.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
Fine. if we're gonna drop you off
아이
anyway.
개새끼가.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the phasmid. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news.
She is going to be. Watch out, or she'll faint.
진짜 그 노부부 씨발 심장마비로 죽는 거 아니야? 야, 경이 이제 뭐 할 거야?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed
진지하게 할 얘기가 있다고?
anyone has ever seen. It will have
설마
to be
여기로 뭐
good to cover
저
all these.
온다고 하지 마라.
Then I will have a serious talk with my captain. Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet. but
하지
it's
마,
going to be a
오지 마.
hard spring for the RCM.
오지 마.
Investigate.
Distant traffic. A scrap of newspaper drifts by. It says.
나 아직도 안 잊고 있어. 너 새끼 내 숙박비 안 내준 거 아직도 안 잊고 있어.
Light of the
개새끼.
debardeur strike in Terminal B, among representatives of every industry in Coal City.
아직도 아우 씨발.
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of two captains with my doom-mongering.
잘릴 거 커버 쳐준 거 오케이.
Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Would fit in. Am crazy enough. Can take the stress. He
숙박비
doesn't know how to
조이스
finish
여사한테
the sentence.
돈 구걸해가지고 냈는데 개 같은 거.
This truly came as a
지금
surprise
팀이
to
숙박비
him,
내줄 거라고? 필요 없어, 돈 많아.
but he's at a loss.
우리 킹가 사전이 돈 다 내준다고. 10달짜리 킹가 사전.
Flattered? Your lieutenant Kitsuragi.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central.
걸린다, 아프다.
Our war.
걸리면 나 안 걸려가지고 나 성공했어 그거. 40레아까지 깎아준다고? 나 100레아 그냥 통짜로 냈는데 아 씨벌.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
He's really considering it.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage.
Under the evening sky, the great district turns on its lights. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls inside. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides in. Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Of course.
Absolutely.
Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing.
야 근데 텍스트량 진짜 자비 없긴 해. 와 근데 나 이거 마약 졸라 많이 먹어놔가지고 이거 다 먹지도 못했네.
He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the people. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
우후. 재밌었다. 아, 드링딩딩딩. 게임 처음에 시작이고 마지막에 끝내긴 거 보인다고? 보이냐고? 몰라. 나 눈치 못 채는데. 근데 때 끝내기 하면 끝난다고? 띠리리리리. 알몸으로 어떻게 하냐고? 나 지금 그 생각 계속 있었으면 옷 다 벗어놓을 걸. 옷 다 벗어놓을 거라고 좀 후회하고 좀 반쯤 후회했어. 야 근데 에스토니아에서 이런 RPG에 이렇게 조회가 높다고? 솔직히 근데 이게 게임이란 느낌 별로 안 들긴 해. 그냥 재밌는 그냥 뭐냐 좀 소설 읽은 느낌인데 활동책이란 게 말이 맞겠다. 근데 재밌었어요.
게임 수고하셨습니다. 영작의 감동을 다시 한번.
아 탕자님 5,800원 감사합니다. 아 감사합니다. 끝까지 봐줘서 감사합니다. 디스코 최악의 추리소설로 넣었다고? 대벌레 쾌 요약해줄 수 있냐고요? 대벌레가 이제 뭐냐 없는 줄 알았는데 지금 뭐냐 그 할머니도 포기하고 없는 줄 알았는데 막판에 범인 찾는 과정에서 찾았다고라고밖에 말 못하겠는데? 이건 추리소설 추리 자체는 그냥 그래. 오히려 좀 추리 자체는 김이 빠져요. 대벌레 나 미련 존나 가져가지고 대벌레 진짜 그 함정에 계속 왔다 갔다 했는데 1도 안 나오더라 이 개가. 뭐냐 내가 그 아까 생각했던 게 그거잖아. 그 내가 막 말했던 게 이제 와서 새로운 인물이 나와가지고 그게 범인이라고? 이 생각이 아까 계속 들었단 말이야. 그래서 오히려 추리 요소는 좀 그냥 오히려 김 빠지는데 그 외에 이제 스토리를 유기적으로 이제 사이드 퀘스트나 메인 퀘스트를 유기적으로 이어주는 게 꽤 괜찮았거든? 사이드퀘에 있었던 이제 막 그런 뭐 뭐 아이템이나 요소 같은 게 이제 선택지로 더 추가가 된다거나. 근데 이제 초반에 이제 조이스 여사한 이 게임이 이제 초반부터 조이스 여사한테 가면은 존나 비추임 씨발 말도 안 돼. 그냥 대가리에다가 그냥 씨발 세계관을 막 쑤셔 넣는데 그때서 멘트 거기서 한번 멘탈 한번 터질 뻔했음 씨발. 근데 멘탈 한번 터질 뻔했어 씨발. 이제 세계관 자체가 조금씩 이제 머릿속에 이제 쌓여가니까 이제 대충 그게 그렇구나라고. 쿠노 씹새끼 때문에 거의 40분 정도 로드해가지고 쿠노 대가리에다가 펀치 먹이려고 한 40분을 로드했잖아요 개새끼네. 40분 지난 걸 로드해가지고 쿠노 대가리에다가 꿀밤 먹이려고 그냥. 개새끼. 근데 쿠노 이 새끼 허수아빔. 뒤에서 쿠노스가 다 조정함. 근데 쿠노스는 사람을 죽였다는 소름 떡밥이 있던데 그건 어떻게 된 거야 씨발. 쿠노도 쿠노스에 은근히 무도하는 것 같던데? 그니까 난 나중에 2회차로 하면은 그냥 트레이너로 그냥 666 맞춰놓고 그냥 하려고. 난 나중에 2회차 하면은. 나 이제 못 본 선택지 같은 거 좀 보고 싶으니까. 아, 쿠노스랑 널 염려해가 놀아주는 걸로 나온다고? 와, 근데 씨발 나 쿠노한테 약 줄 뻔했는데 씨발 약 줬으면 여기서 좆될 뻔했네 그냥. 장장 비크마레한테 또 마이너스 1점 먹을 뻔했네. 애 같은 거 씨발. 약 줄 뻔했는데 씨발. 아, 이름 지나간다고? 오. 어. 아, 자랑스러운 한국인들. 아. RVIHSNT님 팔로우 감사합니다. 쿠노로 잘 개던데 쿠노 아가리에다가 펀치 한 번 매기니까 쿠노가 당신을 뭐 존중함 뜨더라고. 아, 맞아, 그거 나와요. 맞아, 그것도 봤어. 슬픔을 읽었다고 나와. 그것도 봤어. 근데 아니 솔직히 근데 이거 1회차 하면은 쿠노 대가리에다가 그냥 씨발 그냥 안 받고 싶음. 나는 아셀 앞에서 한번 울었다가 그 뭐냐 실수로 내가 세이브 안 해가지고 다시 로드 해가지고 안 울어. 쿠노 앞에서 왜 모자 안 쓰냐고 이지랄하고 울었어. 왜 모자 안 쓰냐고 뭐 존나 얼탱이 없더라. 2번 다 울었다고? 그거랑 그 뭐냐 남편 죽은 아줌마한테 가가지고 저는 앵무새인 것 같아요. 아줌마 남편이 실종된 것 같아요. 아줌마는 딸이 실종된 것 같아요. 아줌마 깨어나도 되나요? 아줌마 이지랄하는 거보다 진짜 주인공 미친놈인 줄 알았어. 이 새끼 뭐 또라이인가 이 새끼. 근데 진짜 남편이 실종된 건 맞았어. 아, 주인공은 진짜 그 장면에서 쩐다니까. 댄스 장면 진짜 이 새끼 미친놈같이 춤춤. 킴도 추는 거 봤어요. 옷은 왜 이따구로 입고 있는데. 재밌었다. 한 2주 가까이 했나? 자기보다 윗계급 F녀 꼬신 초인싸냐고. 그렇긴 하지. 아, 1주 걸렸어? 아, 재밌었다. 진짜 나 5일차까지 서버키만 존나 조졌거든? 5일차까지 서버키 존나 조지고 하루는 뭐냐 그 뭐지? 아, 8일 걸렸다고? 서버키만 존나 달리고 5일차부터 이제 메인캐 달렸거든요? 5일인가 6일? 아, 5일이지. 5일째부터 달리려고 했는데 그 뭐냐 그걸 몰랐던 거야. 키츠라기를 시체 보내라고 보내면은 그 타이터스 패거리가 그 테이프를 준단 말이야. 그 테이프를 들을 수가 있는데 키츠라기가 없으면 그걸 못 듣더라고. 씨바 그거 못 들어가지고 서점 가가지고 서점 있는 책 다 사가지고 책 다 읽었잖아. 씨발. 서점 책 다 사가지고 씨발 하루 다 썼어. 근데 어쨌든 나 나름 알차게 했어. 나름 알차게 한 것 같아. 재밌어. 뭐야?